Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the very first edition of NS9 NFT. I guess to talk a little bit about this, starting a new stream, potentially every Friday-ish, every other Friday-ish. We'll see how it goes. But talk about NFTs, because I don't know, I'm starting to get into it. And I have a guest with me today because if there's no one better right now to talk about than NFTs, it's Thong from Trash Cats. Everyone welcome Thong from Trash Cats. What's up, Thong?
What's going on, man? What's going on? I'm not sure I'm the most qualified person to talk about NFTs, but I'm probably the most qualified person that you can get on this show, right?
Yes. I'll put it this way. You are the sole reason I'm into NFTs. So you're the one I'm holding responsible.
Okay.
Does that work?
Okay. Just don't spend your life savings and then blame it on me.
Well, after this morning, maybe. But no, for real. So why don't you tell everyone a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you're doing?
Sure. So as DiNardo said, my name is Thong Nguyen. I am 1/3 of Trash Cats. If you don't know what Trash Cats is, we are basically a team that we stream video games on Twitch. But recently we also started getting into NFTs, and we have a weekly show that covers mostly NBA Top Shots, and that's on our YouTube, youtube.com/trashcats. We're actually on all social media at Trash Cats, so yeah, follow us, subscribe if you guys are interested in Warzone or NFTs. Go subscribe.
There you go. So that's it. You're just with Trash Cats?
Yeah, basically. I mean, that's like the fun part of my. You don't want to hear about the mortgage banking part of my life. You don't want to hear that.
Oh, so nothing to do with PodHub then, right?
Oh yes, we are also part of. I am also part owner of the PodHub network, which Trash Cats is on, and also North 9 is on. But yeah,
Ex partner of PodHub.
My bad.
I mean, really, you can't even go ahead and plug that for us, Tom?
My bad, bro. I thought. I mean, you're the CEO. I thought you were gonna slide that in an intro. I guess not.
No. Anyways, no, but for real. So we are going to talk today about NFTs, talk a little bit about sports betting as well, maybe potential, what they both can bring to professional sports and organizations. And then we're going to open some packs. So that'll be at the end. I have 2 NBA Top Shot packs to open right now.
Yeah. I'm not going to open any packs. I'm going to save my packs for tonight on our show, but I'm excited for you.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you. So I guess the story about NFTs, you, right? So you, I think, introduced me. I heard about NBA Top Shops. I'll put it this way. I heard about NFTs, right? Didn't know exactly where it was coming from. I heard about NFTs. Yes, I made fun of them. This thing is stupid. Why are we buying GIFs, right? Basically, videos. Why are we buying videos that I can find on Twitter, on anywhere on the internet right now for free? Why am I spending thousands of dollars to get one? Or I should put it this way. Why are other people spending thousands of dollars to get one? I sure as hell ain't. So I didn't really get it. You talked to me about it. You introduced me to NBA Top Shots. And I tried to get in. It's in beta. Couldn't do it. Finally got in. Tried to get packs. Couldn't get packs. Don't laugh, Tom. I was like, it was the worst luck for me ever. But like now you're seeing NFTs everywhere. It's blowing up. There's horses, there's eggs, there's Tops is now in it, which that was a failure, I'll say. But why don't you tell everyone who doesn't even know what an NFT is yet, what it is, and maybe why people are investing into
them? So basically, kind of the very, very, very high level overview of an NFT is basically it's a digital asset, right? Basically, that's a simplified description of it. It's a digital asset that you own, and when you buy it, your ownership is basically written into the ledger on a blockchain on whatever technology that it's based off of. So your ownership is written into that ledger. You're the owner of that digital asset. So whether it be NBA Top Shots or a piece of art or anything, you own that digital asset once you buy it, and you can collect it, and it's just like any other collectible that's physical, right? The value that comes from that asset is oh my god, my cat just jumped up here. What the heck?
Does your cat come in an NFT
right.
as well?
No, you don't want this cat in NFT. What was I saying? Yeah, so basically the value comes from what people are willing to pay for it, just like any other collectible, right? So basically that's just how it works. You, instead of owning it physically, you own it on the digital side, in the metaverse, as people say.
Cool. So we got all the boring stuff out of the way. So you've bought into that, and I'll put it to you this way: like I mentioned, you've made me kind of buy into it a little bit. All right, so I'm past there's a dumb video that people are buying $1,000 for, and I'll put it this way: maybe I'm not so much past that all the way, but I see that there is actual value because I see people spending money on this, so I'm good. I mean, if people are going to pay money for it, that's all I need to hear.
Okay.
I mean, like think about GameStop. Like no one really believes in GameStop, but if I'm able to make some money on it, I believe in GameStop.
I mean, everybody's in it for different reasons, like a lot of people are in it just like you to, maybe make a quick buck, and flip them. Other people believe in the technology and the value that they have as collectibles going forward. So they're going to buy and hold for, 10, 20 years or whatever, just like baseball cards or anything else that's collectible. So I think that's fine. The market needs both sides, right? To be a healthy market, it needs buyers and sellers. So I think that's fine. If you're in it for that, that's fine. If you're in it to collect, that's fine too.
Well, and I'll put it this way. So you make a good point. Like someone could have said the same thing about baseball cards, right? And we'll make that comparison. Like 30 years ago, people would have said baseball cards are dumb, but I'll get to make a quick buck, whatever. But people found value, and there is value, right? Mm-hmm. So like with this too, I'm looking at it like I might think right now at this stage, it's kind of silly. Like maybe people thought 30, 40 years ago that baseball cards were kind of silly as well. But regardless, there's value and people hold value. So even if I feel this is silly right now, I do see that there is value in it. And right. I do kind of make the comparison, even though it's not tangible, like there's that weirdness to me as well. I made a joke with you guys the other day where I put my phone up on my wall to like showcase my NFT. Like you can't do that. You know what I mean? Like if you have an autographed photo, right? I have some baseball cards and I want to show them to you. I can present them and say like, hey, here's my card. Look how cool this is.
Yeah.
With NFTs, you're like, well, I have to log into this app, take a picture of it and send it to you. And you say, oh, I saw that last night on TV.
Right. But so it's different in that, I mean, you're just comparing Top Shot. We're talking about Top Shot right now, right? Basically
sure.
The highlights and stuff, whatever. We'll just talk about that. But if you think about it, right? Think about what society is going towards and what the future is, and everybody's lives are going to be digital. Like your life right now is on this phone. It's on this phone, right? So in the future, your assets are going to be on here. It's not going to be physical. It's going to be on here. If you want to show somebody, hey, I have this cool collectible, you're going to pull this up, and there's going to be either a library or an easy way to just pull everything that you collect digitally up, and you can showcase that. Or there's going to be something that you can set in your home, right? Maybe you own an NFT of a painting. You hang that painting up in your house, but it's not going to be an actual painting. It's going to be like a screen or something with the NFT showcase there. So it's the same thing, it's just you can't hold it physically, but in the future, like, are we going to have like physical assets other than, like the house we live in and stuff like that? But everything that we consume right now is moving towards digital. So the only natural progression for collectibles is to move that way as well. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I mean, that's a very good point. And I think what you're really trying to say is, I mean, clearly it's not as if like the digital world was something new to us. right?
Right.
But I feel like this is, I'm not gonna say light years, but this is kind of like the big push of, like you're saying, like the digital world, the movement, like of collectibles. We've had avatars online, that we've had lives online in a sense, right? But like I feel like this is, like, you can definitely see the way the future is heading. Everything you just said is absolutely correct. Makes a lot of sense. And that's what this is. This is like the first time, I think, in a lot of people's lives where it's really affecting that sense, like they're taking out the actual physical world of our hands and we are going digital.
Yeah.
And right. In 20 years, you're right. Like, this is going to be normal, I'm sure. And that's where people are finding the value. I mean, if you get on this now, in 20 years, when this is the thing, I mean, these could potentially be the Mickey Mantles, the, I don't know, like the historic Honda Swagger that's going for millions of dollars right now.
Exactly.
Like, oh wow, you have this car? Like, no one had this car. There's only 30 of them. They were first released, and now you got it.
Exactly. And that's the exciting part. And because right now in Top Shot, there's maybe 300,000 users, but there's a lot less than that. Oh my God, this cat ruining the show. Get out of here.
Ruining it or
about that.
Enhancing it?
I don't know. What was I saying? Dude, what are you doing?
It's funny.
What's on my
the amount of calls we've had, right? Conversations, all these streams we've had together. I've never even known you had a cat.
Yeah, well, there he is. I don't know what's on my desk. There's something on my desk that he wants, but I don't know what it is. What was I saying? Yeah, so there's 300,000 users on Top Shot right now, and probably a lot less than that are actually active and collecting. So when you look at that number, and then you look at the numbers of moments that are minted in each like moment, right? So let's say the most common are 35,000, and that seems a lot right now, right? There's 35,000 of them out there, but like you said, when this market matures and there's millions and millions and millions of users, 35,000 is not a lot.
Right.
So even if you collect these 35,000 moments of like LeBron or Steph that for cheap right now, in the future when they retire and there's millions of users on Top Shot, those can be worth a lot of freaking money. Like a LeBron rookie card just sold for like $5 million the other day. And if you compare that to the scarcity of the most rare LeBron moment on Top Shot, it's way more common. The physical card is way more common. So if that sold for $5 million, think about what the most rare LeBron Top Shot moment can sell for in the future.
Right.
Because the most rare, there's only like 40 of them in existence ever. So if you have one of those, how much is that worth in the future?
I mean, we don't know yet. That's why this is definitely an investment. But if you are buying this and you have that insight, right? And again, like you have really got me to buy into this. So, I do see that side. And you're right. I mean, like, of 300,000 people, a lot of these, I'm not going to say it's easy to get those type of cards, right? But you have a better chance of getting some of these cards. Even like yourself, you have some pretty cool cards. I don't have any because NBA Top Shot like shadow banned me, it feels like. They didn't let me in any of these drops. They hated me. Now I'm finally getting it. But it's like, you've gotten some cool cards. It's not that hard to get when there's only 300,000 people. But like you said, in the future, when there's 300 million, you're not going to be able to get these type of cards, and like someone's going to be collecting these type of series, and they're going to need that one card. And if it goes for $10 million, I guess it's going for $10 million then, or 15 or whatever, because we look at the Honda Wagner ones, we're like, how are you spending that much money on a piece of cardboard that's old, not even that good condition, but it's because there's none out there, they're so scarce.
Exactly. It's all about scarcity. And that's another thing about trading cards that NFTs are, I feel like, superior to trading cards in the way that you have to, when you have a card, right, it's, even if you have a rare card, it could be not worth as much because there's an error in printing or, some sort of flaw in the card, right? And then on top of that, you have to send it to somebody and pay them to grade the card for you to tell you how much it's worth And on top of that, you don't even know how many are out there because you don't know how many are still in packs. You don't know how many have been destroyed or lost or whatever. It with an NFT, everything's visible. Everything, how many are in existence. How many are owned. There's a marketplace for it. How many are for sale at a certain point in time. So it's way more efficient to me than like a physical. Just comparing like sports cards to the sports NFTs.
And that's a good point. That's something you told me about before too, which it does. It makes a lot of sense. You know the exact market.
Right.
You can only guesstimate what this card is worth based on what you feel is, how many that's out there and stuff like that. And of course, good condition. I mean, that's the thing about these too. These really aren't going to go in like bad condition. Like you can't bend an NFT. You're not going to lose them in a house fire or whatever, So like they'll always be there. I mean, I hope, unless something happens with the blockchain or
right.
Technologically, so that happens. But like you always know exactly what's out there and everything. So that really helps and dictates the market precisely. And also you can see, that's the cool thing about this too. Like you can see all the previous sales, everything, so as a collector, as a seller, I don't know what I have right now on these cards. I go to Sports Collector, but like, well, you give me this and they say $5. I'd be like, all right, cool. And now I just gave away $1,000 card.
Right. Yeah. There's no way or there's no easy way to check, right, how much a card is really worth. I think that's a problem with the card market. So if you're not knowledgeable, you can really get taken advantage of.
Right. Or of course you send them to like PSA or whatever and get graded and all that. Like you can spend money to do that. But yeah, I mean, if I just had a card and sold it, I would never know. But in here, I can always check and see when, the last ones were sold.
Right.
And I'll know exactly what I want to put up for. And there you go.
Exactly.
And you kind of cut out the middleman.
Yes. Yeah. You're not paying somebody to tell you how much your item is worth.
Right. Or selling it to a seller to then sell it. I mean, it's all an open market here.
Exactly.
All
that's just one more point. That's you bring up a good point about cutting out the middleman, because that's really what NFTs are about, especially in the creative world, in the art world. The artists, musicians stuff, they're now cutting out the middleman, and they're basically selling their intellectual property personally, right? So you don't need somebody else to sell a record for you.
Right.
You don't need somebody else to sell a piece of art for you anymore. You can make an NFT of it yourself and sell it, and you still own that, and you get 100% of that money, which is great. I think it's great for creators.
There you go. So I guess we'll pivot here. So Topps, as mentioned, did get into it. I was all about it. That's why I even created the show. I'm like, all right, you really take care of Top Shot, right? You're the NBA guy. I'm the baseball guy. So why don't I get into Topps?
Sure.
Topps opened theirs up on April 20th. I was ready to go. Thong, I bought 5 packs at $100 a pop. You purchased, I believe, what, 3?
3, yeah.
So it was, and the order was, I got 5, you got 3. And then my co-host here, Jim on NS9, he also got in. He purchased 3 after all of us. I got my cancellations. You got your cancellations. And Jim, of all people, got them. I'm still pissed. Pissed.
No idea how.
He got them. So a complete failure. Right, Tom?
On our part, yeah. I mean, the sad part is they tweeted out and they were like, hey, if you got charged for this, you're going to get your packs eventually.
Right.
And then they refunded everybody and nobody got packs. So it was definitely a frustrating experience for sure.
Yes,
for sure.
Their site crashed. It was supposed to go live at 1 or 1:30. It crashed. They said it'll be coming back up an hour later, which it did. And as soon as everyone hit purchase, it crashed again. I just kept smashing that refresh. Then it came up. It allowed me to purchase. I got my confirmation. Good to go. And then nothing.
Not good to go.
But what I'll say, so think about this. So Topps, which, I mean, they're a big company, but I'll say when you look at NBA Top Shot, it seems like they got their ish together. Topps seems, if you're going to say, or if you're going to compare, like if one's more millennial based and one's more boomer based, I think we know the difference, right? It's
Yes.
The millennials are more NBA Top Shot, or Gen Zers even, and the boomers are Tops, right? And it worked that way too. I don't think Tops was ready. It then crashed. But what I will say is the good thing about this is I think it still shows and proves that like there's definitely value. People want this.
Oh yeah, demand is huge. Demand is huge, especially. I mean, you look at the physical baseball card market, right?
Right.
Like that user base or fan base is huge, and they're all willing to kind of venture over to the digital world. And so even though Topps kind of flubbed the initial
It's
release,
not a flub.
I think that there's a lot of potential there still. A lot of potential. And you look at the market, these prices are going up. They're not going down,
Not
people are buying these things, and it's causing the market to go up.
Which is why I'm super pissed, because right now those packs that were for $100, as I mentioned, they're going on the market right now for about $1,000.
Yeah.
So I could have easily made about $4,500 right now if I would just held on to them and just sold the packs unopened.
Right.
And that's not even talking about what's inside in the packs.
Exactly.
So again, that tells you there's certainly value in NFTs. So I guess, and kind of talk about this, like, do you see, like, the NBA is tied in with Top Shot, right?
Yeah, they get a piece of revenue.
Right. So, we're always constantly talking about with sports, professional sports league and stuff about revenue streams. Do you really potentially see like NFTs becoming a very, very valuable like revenue stream for these organizations?
Oh yeah, 100%. Especially sports leagues and how they're doing the NFTs right now. I think I read an article the other day. I don't remember the exact number. But it was in the hundreds of millions. How much the NBA has already gotten from Dapper Labs.
And once again,
Top Shots.
300,000 users.
Yeah.
300,000 users.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine once this does blow up. And let's transition this a little bit, because again, part of the show is talking about, like, you talk about how NFTs are the future, right? Something that also is possibly the future is like sports gambling, sports betting.
Mm-hmm.
A couple weeks ago, it was Charles Barkley who's talking about, he was talking to an NBA owner who more or less just laughed at TV revenue streams. And he's like, we're not even going to need this anymore in a few years. The way sports betting is, we're good. Think about that. Like, that's, especially if with this, my base being more Major League Baseball, right? The life of a baseball team is like the TV revenue stream. That's all we talk about, right? The Dodgers, they get $200 million a year. They can do their salaries just on that. That's it. And people are laughing at revenue streams now. That sports betting is a new wave. And now we have NFTs. And like, just look at this. So like, there's an article here. I have the link in here, but it's talking about Pennsylvania sports betting, which, that has been legal since 2018. And the way that's growing, right? In 2018, the revenue for sports betting was $2.5 million. In 2019, it grew to $111 million. 2020, $269 million. Just in state tax revenue alone, Pennsylvania made $81 million.
Yeah.
The money that's out there. We're talking sports betting. We're talking, and like, we're not even close. Like, we haven't even, like, on both of these with sports betting and NFTs, this is just the start of a huge movement.
Yeah.
I mean, now we're seeing Bally's, right? Bally's have taken over all the Fox Sports South. Like, that's the TV network there, Bally's, right? You go to Vegas and you can place bets in game.
Yep.
Like, eventually, imagine, and it's going to happen, because it'd be dumb if it doesn't, that sports betting opens up to all these states. The revenues for these teams, the organization, is going to be just blown through the roof.
Oh yeah, and they know that. Look at just the recent change in position in the NFL, right?
Yes.
I don't know about baseball, but the NFL, they were all against sports betting, like all against it. And then last year, 2 years ago, like, okay, let's bring it. Let's partner up with FanDuel and DraftKings and get this thing done, because they see the money that's coming in, and it's gonna happen whether they want it to or not, right? So might as well get in on it.
Why not get in on it?
Yep.
Yep. I mean, it's legal. And that's what I find funny too. Baseball was like the same way. I mean, you heard years and years, we can't let Pete Rose in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Right.
And baseball is one of the first to partner too. They're like, all right, let's do it. But what I think is, in most baseball ways, they did it, but half-assed. It's like they've partnered, but they haven't really done anything special with it. Where the NFL is like all in.
All in.
Let's do this.
It's in the stadiums. It's
right.
Crazy. You're gonna be able to bet on games in professional stadiums, DiNardo.
Yes.
While
and
you're
there's
at the
stuff
game.
out there now where I'm starting to see where like in play, and that's what some people are talking about. Like baseball, someone mentioned this. Like baseball is the perfect sport for sports betting because it's this was Adam Silver said it again. When Adam Silver is giving you information, listen. Adam Silver is talking to Manfred and said you're in the perfect league for sports betting because it's so slow paced. You can have like in play sports betting. Like you can place a bet on the next at bat.
Right. It's going to be a striker or a ball,
Right. RBI or not, home run or not. I mean, think about where you can go with this.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't know. I'm kind of excited for both things. Definitely excited for the NFTs. Is it time to open some packs?
I'm down. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got.
It's going to be a failure. All right. So this is my NBA Top Shot account. So just so everyone, here's some of my moments I already have. I guess for the people that don't know, this is what you collect. These are the AKA cards, right? The moments. You click on one.
Let me pull up your stream so I can see.
So there's John Collins. He's dunking the basketball. And like many of you, like I did, you could say, well, great. I saw that on Twitter 3 nights ago for free. Why am I paying money for this? And as mentioned, so if I want, here you go. I can place it for sale. I can see right now there's 1,100 more that are being sold. And if I click on it, I can see right now the lowest ask for this card is $38. Here's all the available ones for sale.
Right. See how easy that is?
Look at that. If I want to sell, I already know what the market is. Here's all the serial numbers. Of course, like most, the lowest, the better. And that's how you can sort it. So there you go. So this is NFTs, everyone. All right. Let's open some packs.
Get it, Nardo.
All right. So the base set, the first one that came out this week.
And just to set everybody's expectations, like these are base sets, so they're common moments. Most of the time you're just gonna get kind of not great moments in these. You don't expect to get like a LeBron or anything.
Thanks, Tom.
But it does happen. It does happen.
And since right, so that's the expectations. And since it's me who got it, it's going to be even worse because all my cards suck. All right, so we'll do this one first.
That's the fun part.
All right, here we go, Thong.
Let's get it.
Ooh, it's a good cereal.
That is
2,471. All right, I'll take it. I think I got this one already.
Sell the other one.
I'm about to.
I think he's a rookie too. Peyton Pritchard, a rookie.
That's the only rookie I have. I think it's this one, except the cereal's better.
Right.
All right, we'll do this one now. All right, Alex Len. I don't even know who he is.
Okay.
Oh no, I do.
That's a good one though, because that's if it's the serial number's 12,000, that means that's their first Top Shot moment.
Oh, okay.
So that's going to be his first Top Shot moment. That's going to have a badge.
Perfect. So that's a pretty good one then.
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay, for a common, of course, right?
Right. For a common pack.
This isn't going for $5 million.
No, Alex Lynn is not ever going to go for $5 million in any world.
All right, I see Kevin Durant.
Hey, that's a good one too. This is a good pack.
33. I mean, that's a terrible cereal, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
Again, for the base pack, this cost me $9.
Right. And that's like a $30 moment right there, I think.
Okay. So I've more than made my money on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's my first pack. Pretty decent. A rookie. It's his first moment in Kevin Durant.
Yeah. For a base pack, that's a big win. Big W.
Nice.
Doesn't get much better than that.
Sweet. All right. And then, yes. So here's actually, let me do this real quick. There's the Peyton Pritchard. Yeah, they're the same. Some other ones 24,000. This one's, what was it? 1,200? 2,000. 2,400.
Yeah.
All right. So I got a double there. Last pack, Thong.
Let's get it, man. Let's get like a Hello or something, or like a good rookie moment.
All right. I'll do same order. Okay, that I don't know who that is.
Zubac.
I'm going to try to pronounce it. Ivica Zubac.
Yeah, he's been in the league for a while. Good role player.
Yeah.
Nothing special.
Okay. And 2,500 serial, so we'll move on.
Yeah. Not what to say about that one.
All right. Next one, serial. Oh, Thaddeus Young for 1,900. Nothing special. At least I know the name.
So yeah, Thad Young's a good player. Also been in the league for a while now.
Yeah. So this is more your common pack then, right?
Right.
The last one was a little bit better than expectations.
Yeah. The last one was sorry, somebody's knocking on my door. Yeah, the last one was like probably as good as you're gonna get in terms of one of these base packs.
Gotcha. Last card. Ooh. 34,899. Like it almost literally doesn't get any worse than that.
Oh my gosh.
Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah. You know what's funny though? If you would have gotten like 35,000, like the last mint is actually worth a lot.
Really?
Yeah. There's more value if you get the last one.
Nice.
It's pretty funny.
Okay. Yeah. So nothing special there.
Right.
But I guess so where's my moments? So to kind of check here. So like the Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
check I click on that.
Mm-hmm.
I see what's available. 23 is the lowest ask.
Right. And that right there alone pay for both of your packs, right?
That's true.
$9 each.
$18 for each pack, or I should say for both packs. So that pays for it right there. Now, the cool thing about this is, so that's why I do also find value in this, right? Is because what they do, and this is how they're smart, they have challenges going on. So like right now, which I did complete the challenge for people to see. So you could get this card as a reward. So as in, I was going to say Adam Levine. It's a Zach Levine. It's a Zach Levine Cool Cat card, which is a little, valuable, right? This type of a card.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm able to have these 5 cards down here, I'll get it.
Right.
Now, luckily, I did have this one already. I had to purchase it. But what happens is now because these cards, right, they're like very generic cards, but now because they're attached to this to get this reward for free, the value of these go up, right?
Yes. Yeah, they skyrocket like 3-4 times.
So like typically it's DeAndre Jordan would be for like $8 to $10, right?
Right. Yeah, it would be like
right now the lowest ask $35.
Yeah.
So that's why it's also like, even though these other cards I got aren't that great, there's reasons to maybe hold on to them, right? Because you can either, if you keep them all, right, there's potential you can get a free reward, or if you don't need that reward or don't really care about it, you can sell these cards for a lot more money than what they're normally worth.
Exactly.
So what you again are finding is there's still value in collecting these, even when the cards aren't that great, because of how NBA Top Shot is really, if you want to say, would you say they're kind of helping and dictate the market?
It definitely is in the short term, right? Because once the challenge is over, the cards go back to their the value that they had before.
Right.
At DeAndre Jordan, because people start selling them off, and then it goes back down to $7, $8. But definitely in the short term, it dictates the market a little bit. It's at least for that little section of cards that you have to collect for each challenge.
Right.
And that's the same for the other challenge, like the other high-end challenges too. But it also depends on the player in the challenge, right? Like if it's a high-value player, like let's say you have LeBron challenge.
Yes.
That would really manipulate the market because everybody's going to go for that. So the demand's going to be a lot higher, and the price of the moments are going to rise a little bit more. And that's why you also have to do the math, right? Like how much is this reward going to be worth after I get it? And how much of these other moments that I have to buy are going to be worth after I get the reward? And that has to balance out, right? Because you don't want to lose all your money afterwards and have to sell these moments for $5-6 when that Zach LaVine's going to be worth $20,
Right. You want to spend $2,000 to get a $100 card.
Right. You don't want to do that. So the challenges are good to do. You just have to be careful of which ones you do and which ones have the most value.
Right. And so as you can see, like some of these other ones have better cards in the challenge. Like obviously this Kemba Walker is for $300 right now. So yeah. So pretty cool. So there's my cards. As mentioned, hopefully we'll have tops to open up here in the future.
Yeah, I don't know when the next one is going to be. They haven't really told us anything after the drop, There hasn't been really much
They told us something. They had the drop. They were like, sorry about your luck.
Yeah.
That was about it.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. Tops is, like I said, the potential's there. They just got to fine-tune some things.
For sure. Well, Thong, I really appreciate you coming on here. Thanks for talking with everyone about this. And as mentioned, we'll definitely be on again, maybe every other Friday. We'll see how many drops I get, if there's any reason to open up more and stuff. But yeah, thank everyone for watching this as well or listening on the podcast. Any last words, Thong?
Nope. Just go follow Trash Cats on social media at Trash Cats everywhere. So Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, everywhere. Go follow us.
There you go. Appreciate it. All right, we're out. We'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.